Yo, what's up? What's up? This SanTOS, the Human Torch. I'm kicking it with Mikey T, the movie star, man. And he a movie star for a reason. So turn the fucking cameras on and pay attention. L before our nation. Flame on.
Yo, SanTOS.
Yo, what's going on?
Toes.
Y'all can hear me good? What's going on? Peace
Yeah,
King.
definitely. What's up? Flame
What's
on
up?
in the building.
You already know. For sure, for sure.
All right, Toast.
Definitely.
We got 380 people in the building right now. I want everybody on here to follow Toast on Instagram right now. Toast, what's the big social media platforms you're on right now, bro? You on YouTube?
Yeah, I'm everything under just SanTOS L before R. Yep, you can find me on all the platforms. Yes, sir.
That's what's up, man. Toast, I'm glad you're joining us tonight, man. You know, you kind of got the whole world looking at you right now, man. You've really been putting out a lot of dope records, and you got the whole world looking at you right now. How does it feel? How you feeling?
I really just work. I honestly didn't even know that. I didn't even know the whole world was looking. I honestly didn't know that. I just do me. I just since I came into the shit when I was like what 19, when I was killing the come up show and I was on the radio every night and I had the biggest name in Philly, I never looked at it like, you know, yo, I got all these people. I just always was doing it because I love doing it. Like it never was for the hype and for other people's like amazing, you know what I mean? For other people's validation from others or from comments or shit like that. Like that never like matters to me. That's probably not why I'm not as far as other rappers that fraud on their platforms and do shit for clout and for likes and for validation of others, because I never cared about that. I just do it from the heart. So that's what kind of make me different than a lot of rappers.
Nah, Toast, man, you've come really highly regarded from my co-host Twizz. He's told me quite a bit about you.
I appreciate that for sure. Appreciate
You
that.
already.
Real rap.
First, SanTOS, if we could, man, could you give everybody watching a little bit of history as far as where you're from in Philly and how life was for you coming up in Philly?
I'm from West Philly, you know what I'm saying? Average story, you know what I mean? Single parent household, mom struggling, stuff like that. But the difference is with me is, see, I always had big dreams as a kid because I didn't go to school. Like I didn't go to school at all. Like my school history was fucked up. So I as a kid I had a lot of time to dream big. So when I was 13, I caught a flight to California with my cousins. I wasn't even supposed to go, but I caught a flight out there, and then I seen how big the world actually was. And from then, when I went back to my block, I told my old head I ain't want to hustle no more. He was laughing at me, but I said, "No, I'm gonna go rich." And he really laughed at me. He in the feds now, but boy, he said, "How you gonna get money?" I said, "I'm a rat," and the niggas was laughing at me. I never forget them. They was laughing hard as shit. But I had seen Hollywood already. You couldn't change my mind. You ain't tell me that I wasn't gonna be successful. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it is. I didn't want to be inside of poverty. I didn't want to accept that. I had to deal with it, but that wasn't my final stop. I knew I was going to go past that.
So, Toast, how was actually getting into the game for you? You know, like when did you see that first opportunity to actually get near the music industry?
Um, well, when I was like 15, I did my first show in Hollywood, and like I said, it wasn't really like it wasn't even nothing like that happened spectacular. It just was a confidence that I had. Like I did a song with Nick Cannon, little brother Ruben Cannon, that summer, and just a lot of low level shit that was happening that just made me think like, damn, like nobody from my neighborhood has done this. Nobody from my neighborhood has got this far. This at 15 years old. You know what I'm saying? I moved my mom from Southwest Philadelphia. My mom was walking past shootouts. She used to she used to work at the King Sesson Rec Center, living on 56 in Chester. I moved my mom out the hood, and me and my brother moved to California. I moved my whole family out the hood by 15, and then I came back by myself, and I was living without no home. You know what I'm saying? Because my friends were still there. I don't want to live in California, so I went back, and I was homeless all that time, just running the streets. But my family wasn't in the hood. Anything ever happened, they can't never go shoot my mom house up, like nothing. Like you know what I mean? Like my mom was out the hood. I did that at 15. You feel what I'm saying?
Damn.
So that for me was like made me feel like that it was that. It wasn't even really the music. It was those type of things I was doing as a young teenager that made me feel like that, like I was going to be in the game or something. But when it really happened, when I made my breakthrough, was when I was 20. I ran in the Ant. We run the streets. I rapped for his joint, and he took me to the come up show the very next week. And then like history was just after that. Like Cosmic Kev jumped right behind me, and it was crazy. I was on the radio every day. Me and Tierra Whack, we came out together. Me and Tierra Whack did our first come up show together when she was Dope Dizzle. Like that's little sis. We come from the same team. So yeah, we got our break at the same time. We just start snapping.
Twizz, I got another one lined up, but did you have a question to go from there?
Yeah, definitely on that. You know what I mean? Salute to you first and foremost, Toast, man. You know it's much love and respect. And we shot the interview actually, like last year, I believe. We did an Instagram, John, you know what I'm saying? So I really appreciate the love, man. I was still getting used to the gram and everything then, but you know that meant a lot to me, bro.
Thank you.
So you already, man. Thank you. So you know, like you said, you pretty much start taking off when you was like 15. Is that around the time when you started putting your pen to work, or have you already had started working on music while you were still in the streets, but never really, you know, put it to work?
Well, then I just was a battle rapper. I kind of yeah, but to answer your question, yes. When I was 15, that's when I started making music, and when I started learning more about making like structuring songs and hooks or writing R&B songs, because I was like working with Nick Cannon, little brother. He was a great singer, and we used to do a lot of hooks for me, and I would write the hooks. So it was certain spots where I would write like raps, and my cousins would be like, "No, well, it's more melody. You gotta write it this way." So you know what I mean? At those times I was learning how to structure real songs. Before that, I just was a battle rapper. My pen was already sharp when it come to lyrics, but it wasn't as far as song making yet. So like 12, 13, like 12 was my first battle I got into. I won that because it was crazy. It was on the boardwalk and I was ciphering, and nigga just started dissing me. And I started bombing on him, but I only had one rap. But since I was like so young and the dude was so old and my rap was better, I won. So right after that, I just battle rapper, you know what I mean? So I went back to my hood and I battled everybody. I would just write extensive raps. I lost like 3 crazy battles, and that turned me into an animal. And that's just who I was. Like I was just a battler. I just used to run around my neighborhood battling everybody. And then yeah, when I started coming out Cali, I started writing songs and I started turning into an artist a little bit more.
So how did you actually so I wanted to ask, how did you actually start to get the DVDs to put you on, and you know, ended up on the Band from TV freestyles, even going on Cosmic Kevin, appearing on K Slay? How did you turn up?
Ant We Run the Streets. That was all my bro Ant. He was We Run the Streets at the time. He had the Wire DVD, the Wire series, the biggest, like one of the biggest DVDs in the city. And he had a great relationship with Cosmic Kevin. At that time, I really just was hungry. Like I snatched my chance. Like, you know, he was working with Dope Dizzle at first. So, you know what I'm saying? The spotlight was on her and all the push was on her. So I basically just had to wait my spot. So while Ant was running around and he was busy, I just was grinding with me and my homies, me and my cousin Maul, me and my little brother Rico, like my whole LB4R team. We would just put our own work, and I was dropping my own mixtapes. I got 16 mixtapes to date. You know what I'm saying? So, and that was all us. That was all us just dropping. We just kept putting music out. We kept tearing shit up. We was at the Arts Garage every Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Anything I could do to build my name and my brand outside of We Run the Streets, I was showing my bro that yo, I was hungry. And they couldn't deny it. And after a while, he sat down with Kev and was like, yo, Toast is ready. And then Kev, once me and Kev really locked in, it was over. It was over with. You know what I'm saying? Then some blackballing shit happened right after that. Then I'm a save.
Who were some of the early artists that actually inspired you?
My earlier influences was Spittage. Spittage was my favorite rapper. Beans, of course, Spado. Like those is my top guys. Like those is my main inspirations to rap. Who I used to try to shake my pen after listening to. It definitely was them. Spittage, Spado, Beanie Siegel, Jada Kiss, The Lock, Styles P, rappers like that for sure.
So SanTOS.
Yes, sir.
You said back then I was trying to get signed. Fuck clothes. I wasn't trying to get fly.
Mm-hmm.
I can relate to that, man. So take me back then to your grind and your attempt to get signed.
See, I always was broke, and I always was honest about that. Unlike other rappers in my city, a lot of people would play the game where they would borrow Rolexes or, you know, borrow, yo, let me borrow your will, real fast. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong. That's not what I did. So I kept my story 100. I shot my videos on the sub. You know what I'm saying? I shot my videos on the block. I rapped about having my CD was called We Accept Food Stamps. You know what I'm saying? Because we was rich off welfare. That's how we felt. Like, you know what I mean? We was real hood niggas that just found a lane with rap and said, yo, we can do this shit. You know what I mean? But we just wanted to be genuine with ourselves because we all, I mean, the truth comes out to the light anyway. If you run around acting like you somebody, pretty soon somebody is going to, you know what I'm saying? It's like, nah.
Thanks.
So I just always was 100 with my story. You know what I mean? Whatever it was, if it was embarrassing or whatever, like, you know what I mean? At the time, I was broke. You know what I'm saying? I never could really afford a lot of the drip that niggas was wearing or all the clothes. Like, I used to have to shop at the thrift store. Like, a lot of my friends that so-called tough guys from the neighborhood, their moms used to buy them everything. You know what I mean? They had parents. You feel what I'm saying? They had,
Thanks.
like, we didn't. I had money in my household. So I embraced that, and I told that a part of my story, and I made that a part of my story. So when I would say shit like that, fuck clothes, I wasn't really trying to get fly. I was stressing with my pop. We was trying to get by while my stepmom was running the streets trying to get high. Like, I'm explaining to you my story, you know what I'm saying, without no bake on it, without no type of, you know what I mean, no cut on it. Like, you know what I mean, people just be trying to make this shit sound fly. I ain't really care about that. I wasn't the biggest drug dealer, wasn't never the biggest killer, none of that. I mean, I always said what I was. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why I'm real within myself. A lot of people can't be real with themselves. I'm just an honest human being. So I always kept the honesty in my music. That's all.
So Toast, I gotta ask you, did any record deals come your way?
Yes, several.
That's what's up, man. Anything that you eventually signed?
I got blackballed. I ruffled some feathers. I guess I had several deals on the table. I can count. I had about 5 deals on the table at one time.
Damn.
I had at least 5. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna name the people. I'm gonna save this. My story is real deep, man, because when I tried to kick down the door, I didn't try to kick down the door for me. I tried to do it for the whole Philadelphia, which was probably my mistake, because at the time I was looking at it like, okay, I can be an artist, but I also could be an A&R to the city, and I could open up doors for other people. I was the reason a lot of rappers went up on the come up show. I won't even say who or what, but we was behind those discussions when Cosmic Carey be like, who should we bring up next week? We was those guys that was making them decisions like, yo, well, look, he's nice. Yo, Kev, I think you should fuck with this guy. I think you should fuck. When other ones get in the game and they all think about themselves, it's like, man, fuck them. Put my team on. Look, my man hot. Yo, such and such is hot. You know what I mean? But me, I always was a fan of the culture. I'm a fan of Philadelphia rap culture. So I never looked like bro that said Human Torch 3, right? They said, well, that was dope. That was a dope project. Okay. DJ Damage. I mean, I'm sorry, Damage did part 2. DJ Drama did part 3. I had Khaled on the intro. I could have. Who wouldn't just take the ball and leave the focus on them? No, if you listen to Human Torch 3, I got the whole Philadelphia on that project. I got from Gilly to Core, K Dot, Cree Forge, everybody. I can't PD Crack. I mean, just everybody. Like, my whole thing on that was, okay, while the light is on me, I want Philadelphia. I want to make Philadelphia hot again. I want the culture that I grew up under. I want that shit to, you know what I mean? I got Reese Rolex. I gave Rolly his own song on there just to do his poetry with no beat. I gave Rolly his whole and just let him go a cappella because I'm like, yo, I love when you used to close the figures tapes out and just, you know what I mean? Like, I just wanted to create that Philadelphia vibe. It wasn't about me. I was trying to bring a whole city. And I think for one, I didn't have enough power to do that at the time. You got to get yourself in there first. So I was supposed to be a little bit more selfish. And I think I ruffled a few feathers and probably just didn't go about that the right way, man. I had a big heart, and that ended up being the reason why I lost that fight. But I'm still winning the war.
So yo, Twizz, did you want to comment on all the love that did you want to comment on all the love that SanTOS has shown Philly?
Yeah, definitely, man. He definitely shown a lot of love to the city, and most importantly, bro, like you said, the won the streets ever, bro. You was definitely on fire. Like, you was the household name. You know what I'm talking about. It's like you came out. You know, your flow was very aggressive, bro, and you also still got like a humble personality. You know what I'm talking about. So, I feel like that always stood out. And just like a lot of other artists that has great talent like you, the streets always sat back and wondered, like, why isn't that deal on the line? You know what I mean? Because you definitely deserve that, bro, even to this day, but it's never too late. And I salute to you for still working and making the moves that you make. Talking about, like, as far as like jumping in and out the city and going other places, because we all seem like you go to like Sway in the morning, how these guys are going crazy when you start blacking out. You know what I mean? You
Mhm.
got like a real unorthodox flow. You know what I mean? So definitely salute to you. And you know what I'm saying? The city gonna always love you, bro. You know what I'm
Thank you.
saying? Even if it might not feel like it, you know what I'm saying? We still love you, bro.
And I appreciate that's one. That's what I and that's what make me happy because fuck the fame. As long as my name is on the wall of Philadelphia hip hop, I'm cool with that. Put me underneath of, you know what I'm saying, the greats. Put me on the wall with Schoolie D. You know what I'm saying? Put me on the wall with Cool C. You know what I'm saying? Put me on the wall with Spado. You feel me? Put me on the wall with the figures, with Rucky and Spittage. Like, that's all I really care about, because that's where I came up from, Philadelphia rap culture.
And Toast, I gotta ask you, bro. What's going on with Ant, man? You know, he's like one of the most successful people that came out with a DVD from the city of Philly as far as like taking it to the next level, getting shit in the movie theater, man. I even know at once upon a time he was doing like the modeling thing, like you know what I'm saying? Like what's going on with Ant right now, if you could speak on it.
And that's my big brother. We got it's family when it's that. It ain't, it's not music. It's not no. It's, we just got a family relationship. If I could tell the truth, Ant is burnt out with music, in my opinion.
Okay.
I guess, you know what I mean, when you do so much and not appreciated for it, and it happens like what happens like to us. He still feels some type of. He ain't gonna say it. He still feels some type of way about that blackballing shit, man. He still feels some type of way about how the industry treated him. He felt like he played the game fair, and he was trying to put everybody on, and he was trying to bring everybody with him, and everybody shitted on him. He felt like everybody shitted on him, man. You know what I mean? He really is upset. I'm gonna keep it real. He not gonna say it, but we played the game fair, man. We played the game very
Facts.
fair, and they didn't play fair with us. They backdoored us, double crossed us, snaked us out of like, you know what I mean? We was genuine dudes, and niggas were sharks, and I get it now. But you know, we came into this shit with a genuine heart, and that's not how you. This game is a sharks, man. It's shark food in this game. You can't come into this joint genuine with everybody. You just gotta be genuine with your people. But Ant still feels some type of way about all that shit, man, because he know the truth. He the man that can speak about a lot of this shit that I talk about, but he's not gonna come out the joint and say it because he worried about his family right now. You know what I'm saying? He's not really worried about this music shit. But if you
Facts.
he get mad, he got a lot of stories. Ant can tell, Ant can tell it all, bro. If he really want to do it, that's why I told him to go into documentaries and just tell our story. That's why he did The Wire 8. All started with a camera. I told him to do that. I said, well, bro, put that shit in the documentary. That's why the phone call with me and Khaled, all of that, like, that's why all of that is on the documentary. Like, so it's no lies there. Like, everything that we talk about, you can watch The Wire 8 and you'll see everything. From the We the Best deal and how that was about to be venture when we run the streets. People don't actually understand that was a joint venture. He wasn't just signing me; he was signing We Run the Streets as a company, so we can sign other artists.
You actually mentioned how Khaled was on your tape. How did you guys start to develop that relationship to where Khaled wanted to mess with Rerun the Streets?
He just heard me rap and was like, "I want him." It wasn't even nothing else. He heard me and was like, "You can hear it in you can hear it in the joint when he was on the Wire 8 and the shit that he was saying. He was just like, yo, I just want to sign him. And he's talking to Kev. He was like, I just want, like, I heard him rap on the Come Up show. That one rap sold me. He was like, I don't need to hear
Damn.
nothing. I just want to produce them. I want to put these records behind them. I want to give them you know what I mean? And then he invited me up to the party. He invited me up to the party and shit, man. To Rick Ross Mastermind party. And that's where everything was going down. He looked at Ross and told Ross that I was like the nicest nigga in Philly, man. And I guess somebody there ain't like it. They walked up to me and was like, "What are you doing here?" And I was confused. Why he
Damn.
asked, like, "What do you mean? What am I doing here?" I was like, "How'd you get in here?" And I looked at him like, "Really?" And then nigga walked away with Khaled, and I never heard from him ever again. That's the end of that story.
Damn.
That's
What
crazy. Because
what
the partnership, I just got to think the partnership with We the Best and We Run the Streets, it really could have been something.
It was gonna open the door for a lot of other artists, not just me. I was gonna be the first one, of course, to get through the door, but we had a whole plan behind that, man. We was gonna open up the door for the whole city. I attempted to do it. When people talk that in Philly, we need to do that. Well, just know we attempted to do it. It didn't go well because higher powers didn't let it go through, but we attempted to do that. And if we get another chance, I'll do it all over again.